Welcome to Business Spotlight. I've got Ramesh Kumar with me from RAG Engineers. Welcome, Ramesh. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you, Brenda. Thank you.
So, just at the usual start, who is Ramesh and what does RAG Engineers do?
Yeah, myself, actually, I am a chartered engineer and my specialization in civil and structural engineering. I am a fellow of Institution of Civil Engineers, the top grade of institution, and almost 30 years, more than 30 years experience working in different sectors of infrastructure, energy, and defense. And then after working 30 years in various big companies in various countries, Middle East, Asia, UK, I formed my own business, RAG Engineers, with a view to a multidisciplinary consultancy business. And currently we provide oil and gas and infrastructure sector, all the engineering, such as process engineering, structural engineering, civil engineering, and piping engineering, all multidisciplinary. We provide all design documentations and all calculations and also for the some studies we do, feasibility studies we do, and we also added one line of business to as well. We have partnered with a digital asset software company based in Taiwan for providing digital technology solutions for the oil and gas, infrastructure, nuclear industries, where we can sell the software, which is basically a Taiwan-based company, and provide associated engineering services to the companies. That is moved toward digital. And we, as the current scenario is for transition from fossil fuel to net zero, and we as a RAG Engineering is working towards and collaborating with hydrogen companies which have hydrogen technologies. And we, from the hydrogen technology will be used by the technology inventor, but we will provide a package-based solution for installation and design, installation of hydrogen package worldwide. So our focus area is mainly in Scotland and Asia countries. So where we will use these technologies, Scottish-based technologies and UK-based technologies, and design a full package and install at the client site, you involving the local contents of the project, because it will bring down the cost, a cheaper one. So that is our aim. And RAG also signed a memorandum for understanding with Strathclyde University for the two technologies. One technology is basically a cracking of methane into hydrogen, and second technology is cracking of ammonia into hydrogen. So these technologies are still in laboratory, in lab, and we are working with the Strathclyde University team, inventor team, for a prototype solution. So it will be sometime in January. And then when it is successful, so we will sell this technology, as previously said, based on the package based. So we will use their technologies and provide all integrated services associated with the technology to the client. We make it a commercial application and commercial, and then these technologies will be commercially viable, commercially like that. That study is still going on, but it seems to that these are good technology. We are talking to net zero as well. So as in brief summary, we are basically keeping two line of business together so that we can transit from fossil fuel to, we become part of the process of transit from fossil fuel to net zero, and also keep our core business of design and engineering and digital technology simultaneously keeping as a core business. So these two things are going together. And this company was incorporated as a contractor in 2014. But working with 2014, and working with different client side, myself only, I used to be contractor, sole contractor for my company, and for almost 8-9 years. in various big companies in Aberdeen. And then I moved to start an independent engineering consultancy unit. And last 3 years, we are actively involved in an independent company. And last 3 years, our turnover has grown to 3 times. It's almost 400,000 now, and we are expecting. We are planned to be a 1 million touch by the end of next year. That's our target. And now currently, I have employed 4 employees and 15 subcontractors who work part-time for me in various disciplines. And we are going to add 4 new people next year for the business development and marketing and project engineers. We have recently hired a project manager for infrastructure business based in London. So he will look after all the infrastructure business with particular reference to the net zero use of materials for net zero in buildings, actually building infrastructure, where we can provide some designs which will be helping net zero by using the design methods, by using materials, substitute materials. So these are our growth plan for the next year. That's
fantastic. Well, you've answered lots of my questions without me having to say them. When did you start? How big's your team? What are your aspirations?
Yeah.
So that's great. Well, I'm listening to I'm thinking you started in 2014, serving the oil industry.
Yeah.
15 must have been quite a challenge, because that you just set up and then we had that terrible oil crash. Yeah, how did you what did you do to survive those challenges?
Yes, I managed to actually, because of multi skill factor I have, because this type of skill sector is not easily available in the market, and that helped me a lot to face these challenges. Because, like in a summary, in a very simple layman term, I can work in different areas, not a particular oil and gas areas. So I have the capability to work in different areas in relation to my specialty. So that kept me going. That is the main strength, actually. So if oil and gas dips, so there are other areas, nuclear, defense, which are still working. So that helped me a lot during this period. Yeah.
Oh, it's a great learning for anyone setting up a business. Is
yes,
that they can spread across industries. Yeah.
Yeah, that is very much required, because what happens, Brenda, if one particular skill set and that area dips, and that become challenging for a person to survive. So I would always suggest to develop a multi-skill in a person, so that if that skill be easily transferable to another areas, so that they can keep themselves employed or keep themselves busy during this ups and downs in any sector. So that is very key. Like somebody has a technical skill, so I would suggest to develop some project management skill that can be employed, that can be deployed anywhere in other sectors as well, based on core strength of engineering principles. So that is always a key. That's always key.
So what have been the challenges of building up your business to million and aim for the 1 million?
Yeah, that's my. Your voice is breaking, Brenda. Your voice is breaking. Yeah, challenges. Yes, I caught this point. Challenges. Yes, there are multi challenges, and the first challenge, I would say, for a new business is to bring the business, actually to win the business. That is very difficult for a new business, because it's business credibility is not in the market. It's your credibility in the market, right? If I go to someone, if I have not done that business previously in my business, so when you go to some client, So you have to show your credibility that you are capable of doing this business, although you have not done this business for other client, but you have to demonstrate that yes, I can deliver, and I can build up the team to deliver. These are the two
So
key factors. Sorry, your voice is breaking, Brenda. You're stuck. You are stuck.
oh, can you hear me, Ramesh?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Yeah, you're stuck. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll edit out that little challenge there. So you were talking about the creating the credibility when you're just a new business and having to, when you don't have examples of the work that you've done for other customers. So how did you do that? What did you do to demonstrate your credibility when you started out?
So you have to use your CV, right? You have to use your CV, like my CV, what I have done for other companies, not as a business, right? So
Yes.
you have to show your credibility, your potential. You have carried out their work being a employee or a contractor for other companies. So you have to demonstrate that. So for example, if I have to go to client to give me a scope of work, and they say this scope of work, if you give me, I can do that because I have done in the past for other for my employer, right? For the client. So I understand the nitty-gritty of this business. Now I business, so I am during the 30 years long experience, I have gone through all the commercials, all the technical and team management and working in a team, managing a team. These abilities I have developed over the period of time, which I can do to deliver your scope. That is, you have to demonstrate the strength. And because the work actually came to me when I started one business through my contacts, working with other colleagues in the previous companies. So I work with them. They know me. I can deliver. I have the potential to deliver, and that's why they give work to me. That is
So
a challenge.
Your network's very important then in the beginning.
Definitely. Yeah, you should. I myself a selling point. My network helped me. Yes, definitely. Network helped me. Second challenges I face is hiring people, skill set. That is
Yes.
very big challenge. That's a big challenge in the market. So that is also underlying network. That also network. Working with the colleagues. You work with different colleagues in different companies, various multitude of companies, where you work with them and they know you very well, working as a colleague, right?
Yeah.
Working not like a boss, working as a colleague, working as a team. They know very well. So networking is my strength. I always don't lose the connection. I always keep connections live. So I talk to them, even I don't work, I talk to them and they feel comfortable working with me. So that was a challenge. But through the tools of networking, through my personal behavior, personal working with them, my style of working on, they agreed to work with me part-time, or they become an employee with me. So that is a challenge. Third challenge is commercial challenge. Commercial challenge is really big. Still, I am facing, because what money I have generated, I just generated from my own working on the projects, or my own saving. So that kept on going and start reinvesting, and in a small, not a big one, reinvesting. I made money out of the projects, then reinvested, get more projects, and that is the challenge. Uh, without any big help from any financial institution or something. So that is that's a challenge.
So these new technologies that you're developing then,
Yeah.
is the development of that being funded by
Yeah.
yourselves in the business?
No,
Okay.
yeah, that technology is being funded by Scottish Enterprise and some other.
Okay.
That is given to the inventor team. So I am going to fund them a bit. I am arranging actually what I am using, how I am helping them. I am helping them to for the uh, development, for the marketing, for like I will not say marketing, for business development of that technologies based on my network. I have contacts. I go to them. I am working on these technology with the inventor and how much you are interested. Are you interested in funding? Are you interested in using the technology? So and then that's that kind of help currently I am providing them. I am arranging a meetings. I am arranging presentations to the client. I'm arranging so that the word goes and there's somebody client clicks. Okay, I'm ready to take this technology, and then we'll provide a package-based solution based on our engineering strength, with our engineering team, and the team will be activated to produce a project, full project. It's not only one single technology work. You have such a vast network of vast input is required for the technology to function, right? It's not only the technology on paper. So you have to. So this kind of, because of my experience in this area, that's the reason I'm helping them, and that's technology. Uh, if it works, so there will be a commercial arrangement between them. So my team will work, or I'll develop a full team for this technology, project management, procurement, design, engineering, and give a full package to the client. For example, if client say, I need a project of say 400 kilograms of hydrogen per day. So I will do all kind of studies. My team will do study using that particular technology to produce cracking, and what are the other significant areas to be addressed, and full design to be developed, full interaction with the client required, with all kind of support. The client will say, okay, this is PO for 200,000, 300,000, and the cost is worked out, and then we'll provide, this is the package, and we will do everything from design from scratch, study to complete design. So that's my intention of moving to hydrogen business.
So
And
am I right in thinking that you're commercializing the technology that's been developed in the university? Yeah.
yeah, that's the right word.
Yeah. So how did that collaboration come about?
Yeah, it's basically that's again through my network. So I approached them. What are you doing? So I did some study. I talked to some of my colleague friends, and they found, oh, it's interesting. Then I started working with them, and I attended few meetings and showed my interest, and they agreed. Okay, Ramesh, we sign a MOU with you, and because they are just inventors sitting in the lab.
You were looking for the technology.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I was looking for technology because, as I previously said, I am keeping my core business going on for bread and butter, and also moving into technology business so that this core business could help the technology commercialization.
Yeah.
So client needs a full package. So I cannot sell technology as its own. So somebody has to be in between who can make this technology commercially viable and technically technology viable. So that's the role I am. I was looking for technology because to add line of business to my core business. So I think everyone is doing like these things currently. Everyone is moving. Yeah.
And I guess, we can all see that through the transition, there will be no long-term future for fossil energy. So yeah. So you've had to look for a pivot to move with the times, if you like.
Yes, correct. In the process of moving, so we want to be a part of the process, so that once this fossil is like going this graph and slowly, and this technology will develop like this. So when it is when the gap between becomes too high, it is going down and this becomes higher. That's my thinking.
So had you always wanted to be a business owner, Ramesh?
Yes, I wanted to be. So I honestly, my children always say, no, it's enough. I will say, when I'm watching some Bollywood movie, and in a few years when my children were watching, and I said them, no, I don't want to work for anyone. So it's 3 years or 4 years. I was watching a movie. The guy was like in trading, and he said, you're trading for someone. And he said, no, I don't want to trade for someone. I will set up my own textile factory and employ people. So I had entrepreneurial like intent. I think long back. Even I like in Delhi, I had my own company for 7 8 years when I was in Delhi before coming to UK. So there was this entrepreneur somehow intent somewhere in the mind. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I love to my boss. Yeah, I love to actually. And I hold an interview of Edinburgh University every year. Students interview me, talk, and they ask questions, and I always say, so they also ask so many questions. So I always say, be your boss at some point of time. So because that helps the country, that helps the community, and that helps the nation. Because you have to go through the process before becoming your boss. So go through that process and then become your own boss. Because it's not only few people like only few are like born entrepreneurs, but not all. But you can become entrepreneur if you really want to be.
Brilliant piece of advice. Yeah. Yeah. Be your own boss. Take
Yeah,
control. And yeah, for the potential of a business is so much more than the potential of a job, isn't it?
yeah, it's not potential of business as well. That's fine. But you can employ, like if you're employed throughout their life, you are only the employee, right? And if you are become entrepreneur, you can employ 2 people, 3 people, 4 people. Like you're contributing to the economy, you're contributing to society, you're contributing. Now you have another heart. If you have, like, my heart is more charitable kind of thing. So if I have certain level, okay, I'll have to go give back to the society a little bit. Like children are I love children. So something, if my business grows, then I'll keep some money, keep some for charity for children. So that gives you a mental peace, satisfaction. You have earned money, you have done some job, you have employed people, and you've given back to some charity. So that completes your some kind of a life thoughts actually. That's my personal, not all the same, but that's my thinking.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for sharing that. Do you, my last question then. Do you have any advice that if you could go back, you would give to your 18-year-old self?
I think I need to play more sports. I left. I think I would have played. I if I go 18 years, like I was 18 years, so probably I would think I had to play more sports, and I have to play more on stage. These two advices, I think, like either as a like some kind of a performance on stage, or play sports aggressively for a few years. That still I feel I should have done more, uh, because those qualities, being a sports person or a performance on stage, don't go anywhere in throughout the life if you develop at the right stage.
And they're very relevant to everything.
Everything,
Yes.
everything. If you're sports, you're competitive, you're aggressive, you have a like a fire inside, and it really helps in every part of your life, your personal life, professional life, business life. So that I always advise to students. if you are in uni, do as much as possible in uni and play, perform, do anything, speech, do anything. You will not get rewarded at the stage, but in the long term, you will find how these qualities help you to grow. That's that
Oh,
is definitely.
that's such a great message to end on, Ramesh. Thank you so much for sharing your story on the Business Spotlight today. Ramesh Kumar of RAG Engineers, thank you so much.
Thank you, Brenda.